You are not stuck. You're just standing in a moment that thinks it's yesterday, but you, my friend, are a time traveler fixing timelines with your choices. When I went into meditation this morning, beautiful rosebuds, I received something very interesting, something very profound that I needed to share with you. I heard the word yestermorrow, and I thought to myself, that's a bizarre word. I've never heard that word before. And I had to write it down, and then I had to Google it. And it's actually a word, but its meaning is very poetic, and it's somewhere between yesterday and tomorrow, but it's more than that, so much more than that. And so I went into a deeper meditation space, and I got several messages for you. And then I pulled some cards, and boy, oh boy, the layers got deeper and deeper and deeper. So you did not land on this by accident. There is something you're feeling if you've landed on this video, that there's something you may be feeling right now that it's almost like time is not acting normal. What do I mean by that? Is it sometimes you may feel like you're stuck in a loop, or that you're living the same lesson over and over again. And I'm getting Groundhog Day. I don't know why, but you know that Bill Murray movie, Groundhog Day? It's like you're living the same day over and over again. Or like I also just now heard caught in the Matrix. Well, I want you to know something. You are not caught in the Matrix. You are not stuck. You may be even starting to question the story that you've been telling yourself. Like your inner narrative, okay? And I'm hearing a song for you by Natasha Bedingfield called Unwritten. And you may want to listen to that song. So Spirit gave me the word yestermorrow. Not yesterday, it's not tomorrow, it's something in between. It's a space where past and future kind of blur. It's where like time kind of folds in on itself, and your soul is like, okay, now is when we fix it. Okay? Yestermorrow, even though it sounds like a funny word, what Spirit was telling me about yestermorrow, it's that weird feeling that you get. It's like a niggle. It's like an inner feeling that you get when you suddenly remember something, like an old memory, maybe something from childhood that you never processed, or maybe you're triggered in a moment by something small and your soul whispers to you like, this is not about today. Or maybe you're feeling kind of like, oh, I've been here before, even though, you know, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But this is your soul kind of giving you a chance to like rewrite, repair, and reset your timeline. And this is so huge that it literally does give me the chills just delivering these messages to you. And I'm seeing an image of a clock being shattered by a hammer, just like not destroyed, but like repaired. Okay? And I heard the old has to die in order for the new to be born. So if you've been feeling like, you know, you're broken, you're not broken, and you're not in the wrong timeline. You're a timeline mechanic, and everything is happening to you. What Spirit is telling me now is that everything has happened to you on purpose. You are where you need to be right now for your soul's growth. You're not broken. You're not lagging behind. You are the mechanic in the shop of your soul. Oh my gosh, that gives me so much just chills on my body. Just saying that to you, that you are the mechanic of the shop of your soul. This came through some similarities came through last week in a reading about timelines. I think it was the one with the key, but I'm not really sure. But if you watched that video, then this may be kind of like a throwback to that. But you're a timeline mechanic. And you came here truly to learn how to shift energies and realities by shifting energies within yourself. Okay? Energies within yourself. And you are doing this not in a forceful way, not by running, but more like by getting into alignment. And your soul knew that it would walk into moments that needed healing. Okay? So there was a book that came through when I was doing my channeling, and it's by Wayne Dyer, and it's called You'll See It When You Believe It. And it was a book that I hadn't even read for like about, I read it about 10 or more years ago. I think I read it in like 2010. So it's an older book. But it's interesting that Spirit brought that book through, because the book isn't even really about dreaming big. It's just about like seeing through a new lens. And there were some true nuggets in there of inspiration that Spirit wanted you to kind of take in today. Delicious nuggets, I heard. Oh my gosh, Spirit. I heard delicious nuggets of inspiration for you to ingest. I'm like literally saying little like spiritual nuggets. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love the things that Spirit brings through in these readings. But your belief shapes your perception, and what you expect to see is what you start attracting. And if you keep saying like, oh, I'm stuck, you're going to only see stuck doors. But if you say, okay, I'm shifting, you're going to notice little cracks of light. Okay, almost makes me think of like the light coming through the clouds here. These are beautiful cards here. And I'm going to get to these in a moment, but these are starseed cards. These here, we have Sirius here. We have a lot of different starseed clusters here. So I'm going to get into all of these in a bit. But let me finish telling you what Spirit brought through in my meditation for you, because this is important. Okay. If you're feeling stuck right now, or like you don't have inner peace, know that inner peace is a choice. And there's this sense of like, you can't wait for your outside world to chill before you find your calm. You have to bring the calm in first and then rearrange around it. And you don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. So you can't wait to feel worthy. Once the blessing comes in, like, oh, I'll be happy when this comes in. You have to become the blessing. Ooh, I got chills again. You have to become the blessing. And then it shows up for you. And then I heard, you're not a victim, you're a co-creator. So change your belief, and then your reality will recalibrate. The Matrix is basically a training ground. This is one thing you need to know, that you may be feeling stuck right now, but you're not trapped. Trust me on this. You are being trained. Yes, you heard that right. So this earth, this Matrix, this is not a punishment. This is not a place of punishment. This is a classroom, okay? Earth school, Spirit just said. And you came here with a very, very, very powerful gift. Oh my gosh, wait till you hear what Spirit told me during my meditation. I heard, your mobility is your nobility. Yes, let me repeat that again. Spirit told me during my meditation that your mobility is your nobility. And when I wrote that down, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, Spirit likes to give me little rhymes, but this one was very deep. This one was very profound. Your ability to shift or move your perspective, your habits, your choices, your mindset, that's your divinity. That is your power. So your mobility, your ability to shift is your nobility, your divine power. So you may want to write that down and put that on a little post-it note and put it somewhere where you can see it, because I'm telling you, you are nobility and you have the birthright. Your birthright is to shift your destiny, move your perspective, and you will see it when you believe it. Not the other way around. Not you believe it when you see it. You will see it when you believe it. That's huge. And you may want to write that down too. I like to write down little notes and tack them up around my house. It's a reminder. I look at them, I read it, and it helps me. So Spirit is bringing that through for me to tell you about that, because that may help you in your journey too. So if you're waiting for something to change, if you're waiting for something big, or let's say you're replaying some bad memories or a heartbreak, or let's say you keep attracting the same things over and over again, you're not looping. You are learning. And every stage that you're at in this earth classroom is where you need to be. Because here's the part that your heart needs to hear, Spirit is saying. Spirit wants to give you a little bit of soul medicine. Oh my gosh, I just got chills when I said that. Soul medicine. You're where you need to be. And if you're asking yourself, is it time to leave this relationship? Or should I move? Or why am I still here? Or any other question, it's time to ask your heart. That's what this soul medicine is all about. Your heart already knows where to go, collective, my beautiful rosebuds. Your heart already knows where it wants to go. So ask your heart. Ask your heart truly. Don't ask your fears. Don't ask your traumas. And certainly don't ask your old conditioning. Your heart will always speak in stillness. Not in fear, not in panic, but in stillness. And here's the crazy thing. Once you act on your heart's truth, everything around you is going to start moving. Like cogs in a machine. And Spirit is literally showing me cogs moving in a machine and everything working in divine order. I heard everything will work in divine timing and divine order for you. Somebody needs to hear this. Spirit is saying that, you know that thing that didn't work out for you? That door slammed shut. That job you didn't get? That person that ghosted you? That was protection. So I heard God's rejection. No. Rejection is God's protection. Thank you, Spirit. Rejection is God's protection. Okay, that's what I was hearing. I couldn't get it right, but thank you, Spirit, for helping me out. So when a door closes for you, it's protection. Sometimes you're just not meant to be in that place. Sometimes you're just not meant to go back to the same version of yourself. Spirit never ever closes a door without opening a window. And we have to also address this. You are not your past self, and you are not your patterns. You can rewrite your past. You can wake up today with a fresh start. You're a breathing, living author and editor of your own life. That's why that song came through, that Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. It's such a beautiful song because it says the pen is in your hand, the rest is still unwritten. And it's so powerful. So, as Wayne Dyer said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. There's so much wisdom in that. So, change your story. Instead of saying, I'm broken, say, I'm not broken, I'm blooming. Or like, I'm not late, I'm right on time with divine timing. I'm not confused, I'm becoming clear all the time. I'm not rejected, I'm redirected. I love that. Ooh, I got chills when I said that. I'm not rejected, I'm redirected. So speak it, see it, and then step into it. So, you'll see it when you believe it. That's a beautiful Wayne Dyer gem. If you want a time jump or go to a different timeline, you have to shift your belief first. That's what this is all about. It's such a connection. You're worthy. You're being guided. You are allowed to have good things, and you're super powerful, so believe it. And your outer world will rearrange itself to meet you at that new belief, because this matrix, this series of zeros and ones all around you, it responds to energy, not desperation. That's what I'm hearing. So you're standing in yestermorrow, as Spirit said in the meditation to me this morning. You're standing in yestermorrow. It's a sacred space. It's that in-between space where there's so much power in the right now. It's that place where you get to look at the old story and say to yourself, do I still want that version of me? Do I still want this? And if the answer is no, then you take that pen in your own hand and you rewrite your story and you walk into your new reality, because yes, you have the power to do that. You're not trapped. You are the timeline mechanic. It's beautiful. And remember that your mobility is your nobility. Your heart already knows the way, and you will see it when you believe it. It's so, so powerful. And in fact, if you want to comment below, I'm shifting my timeline now, feel free to do that. Let's get into your cards, because these are beautiful too. And I really, really wanted to tell you about these energies here. I want to start with these ones here because these stood out to me. It says happiness, and we have dolphins, we have gateway. So some of you could be gateway keepers, light workers. This one here is symbolic for Sirius. This one here, it's unicorns. So that is symbolic of Lyrans. And then we have the woods, we have the forest. So these are all symbols for different starseed types. And you may resonate with one or more starseed energies. It's whatever your soul kind of, it's like a soul blueprint or a soul stamp. What I wanted to tell you about the Sirius dolphin connection is that dolphins are considered like interdimensional beings that carry encoded light frequencies, okay? It's so cool. They activate joy and heart healing and playfulness, also soul memory. And their frequency is really quite aligned with 5D and higher heart-based consciousness. So if you're a Sirian starseed, you might really have a love for the ocean or water in general. You could be very joyful, have a playful spirit. Even during heavy times, like you could be an anchor for other people with your playfulness, your joyfulness, your ability to be resilient and like bounce back from a situation. You have telepathic and empathic abilities, and you could be very drawn to sound healing or light language or even singing. And I'm seeing like singing bowls too. And you may have very, very vivid dreams or memories of swimming with dolphins or being underwater in like a crystalline sea. Isn't that beautiful? Just vivid, vivid imagery here. In Egypt, Sirius was associated with the goddess Isis. So that's just something to keep in mind. And then Spirit told me something about like divine feminine codes. So yeah, take that how that resonates. Now, I also wanted to talk about this one here. So let me show you this. Isn't that beautiful? So with the unicorn here, this is really connected to Lyran starseed energy, and Lyra is one of the oldest star systems in our whole galaxy, and it's really connected to like mythical realms, so unicorns, dragons, fairies, fae beings, and unicorns are symbolic of like, you know, being creative and pure. And it's all very, very pertinent when it comes to like Lyran energy or Lyran frequency, because Lyrans often had lifetimes in like interdimensional realms where actually unicorns were real, not just some made up thing. And they were actually companions and spirit allies. Like they just weren't born in someone's imagination. They're actually real. Not in this reality, but somebody didn't just pull this out of their hat, okay, for lack of a nicer word. They didn't just pull this out of their hat. This is a memory. So Lyrans, yes, they know this at the heart level, that unicorns are real. And also, a couple of other things to consider are Andromedan starseeds, they value freedom and playfulness too. They're very light beings. They are very linked to angelic and elemental realms. So that includes unicorns. So just keep that in mind too. So Andromedan starseeds they often had like roles as like dream architects, grid keepers, and realm walkers. It's super cool energy associated with it's also having to do with like co-creating with unicorn energy to maintain harmony between the dimensions. And then Arcturian starseeds, although Arcturians are more often seen as like technologically advanced and also very, very focused, some of the sublineages do work with unicorns as protectors of the frequency and codes of purity. So keep that in mind. That this, okay, so the unicorns, not this one, I'm sorry. This one here, the unicorns, this is about third eye activations and timeline healing and clearing any kind of false realities, okay? And the spiritual symbol of a unicorn, which I wanted to share with you, is all about staying heart-centered in a distorted world. And it's also about childlike wonder, okay? So innocence, purity, and us basically accessing 5D timelines by being joyful and using your imagination. I just heard staying young at heart, healing trauma, and quantum travel. So unicorns are depicted as guides through dimensions, and it's so beautiful to me to like think about and imagine that. So if you feel drawn to unicorns, you may see them in dreams or maybe meditations. You could see them as like light beings or guides. You could also be drawn to like rainbows, crystals, pastel colors, or fantasy art. And you might also feel like a really deep need to protect kids, animals, or your inner child self. You could be a therapist or some kind of healer. And especially children really love you, or they seem to like stare at you and like just kind of like look at you, even if it's like in the grocery store when you're passing by, like you could see little babies staring at you or kids staring at you. It's like they can see who you are. They can see something kind of light in you that like when they look around at others, it's like they're seeing that other people's lights are dimmed, but like you shine so brightly. So that's why babies and kids like you. That's what Spirit just said. Oh, I got chills when I said that. That's so beautiful. Another thing that I wanted to mention here is about the woods and the forest that came through here. So look at these. It says truth and going forward with these beautiful like trees and all of that. So what this reminded me of is the Andromedan star seeds, because this is all about like being connected to the forest, you know, the trees, woodland energy, and they really honor nature and elemental wisdom. So, you know, if you feel very like emotional or energized around trees, or you hear or feel whispers of the forest, or you get very overwhelmed in like big cities and you just need to kind of get out in the nature and plant your feet on the ground and like hug a tree, you may very well have Andromedan starseed roots. And honestly, like I said, you could be drawn to more than one starseed lineage, because basically it comes down to all is one. And when you're born into this world, from my understanding, when you're born into this world, you may be resonating with or activated into primarily one starseed type of energy or vibe, and that's for a reason. It's because that's the one that's going to help you the most in this lifetime. But truth be told, at some point in at some level, we are all everything. We are all of them. Okay, it's just kind of like turning a radio into a frequency. This is for this lifetime. This is the frequency you need, or this is the frequency you need to help you with your mission here. So you have a big mission here. But that's basically what I wanted to touch upon. And then I wanted to get into, so I'll put these aside. I wanted to get into these as well. These are beautiful. These are the Ganesha Oracle. It says innocence, 43. Somebody could be 43 years old. Spiritual quest, number 40. Somebody could be 40 years old. Childlike expression. Somebody could be born in December. Blessings, number 44. So somebody could be 44 years old. Achievement, somebody could be 42 years old. Or the number 6, 8, 3, 4, and 7 could be important to you for months, birthdays, that kind of thing, or angel numbers. So when I was looking at these, because I literally just like shuffled and drew these out for you, and I was looking at these and I was like, for one, I love the beautiful imagery on these, but like, you know, it goes along with everything that I just mentioned, basically about like the starseed energy and your purity of heart, the fact that, you know, you have like this childlike innocence and you believe in magic, and there's a spiritual quest here that you're on. You're not here by accident, and you do have like this beautiful childlike expression, and you see blessings in everything, and you are here to achieve something, some kind of spiritual quest. I mean, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? So beautiful. And again, I do have chills all over, cascading all over my body as I'm doing this reading for you. Play, have fun, and celebrate. Like how much more synchronistic can that be? Because you're here to play and have fun, and like Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss, right? Have fun and celebrate, and don't be so serious. We have the great gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, and finding your soul tribe. I feel like you all are part of this soul tribe, and I'm so happy that you're here. You're making me feel very loved and appreciated, and I'm really hoping that you feel the same way. So yeah. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you, so know that. And mirror, who or what is triggering you. That may be something to think about in order to move forward. Things that trigger us sometimes can be great teachers. We can look and say, why is this triggering me? You know, is there a lesson here? So know that you are a beautiful, beautiful soul. You're shifting your timeline now. And I claim that for you. If that's what you want, and if that's in your highest alignment for you, you will shift into your timeline now. And if you want to claim this for yourself, please put it in the comments. Let me know if this is resonating with you or activating you in any way, shape, or form. Share this with somebody that you care about if you feel it in your heart to do so, but only if you feel it in your heart to do so. And if you enjoyed it, please remember to like and comment, because that does help the channel to stay alive, and it helps me to reach more people, and it helps this community to grow and to be strong. And I'm so glad to have you all be part of this community. I love you all so, so much. And thank you for being here. And know that you are loved and cared for, and you're right where you need to be. If you need a personal reading, please do reach out to me. My prices are very affordable. You can find all my services at my website, www.mysticrosepsychic.com. Also, you could join my Patreon for more readings with me. I'll link that information in my description box below too. It only costs $3 a month, and there's some very interesting types of readings that I do over there for all kinds of people that like different kinds of tarot readings. I do have a pick a card channel as well, and I'll link that in the description box below for those of you who do enjoy pick a card readings. I do two pick a card readings over there at my other channel twice a week. And so thank you so much to all of you who are members here and at my other channel. Thank you for supporting me. And thank you to those of you who watch, comment, like, subscribe, share. Thank you to all of you who donate. If you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to either become a channel member or look for more ways on how to donate to the channel in the description box below. It's never expected, but it's always appreciated. Thank you so much to all of you who are channel members. that really is helpful. I was able to actually purchase 2 new decks of cards last night. So I'm really excited and looking forward to getting those card decks, the Oracle decks that I ordered. And so, yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. Anyways, stay beautiful, rosebuds, and become a rosebud for free just by clicking subscribe. And I'll see you next time. I can't wait to see what Spirit will bring through for you. Bye.